Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rainbow Six Siege final. Against everything you might have expected, we'll show you the final game as well. It will be Clubhouse Lostic taking on next 1-1 match. Who will win it?
We're tied up, I'm thinking Lostic. I feel like they've got the momentum behind their back, the wind behind their sails, and they're ready to rock on into this and find the series. How are you feeling, Toldersma?
I'm feeling next.
Oh, you just want to divide the desk, huh?
No, they were running back to the PC,
side.
so hyped as well. So here you can see them just hitting each other in the hand as well. Even one guy is wearing a bandana. What are you going to say about that?
That's dedication.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's so ready.
Focused.
He knows that sweat will not go into his eyes. As Lostix is also quite ready, waving at the camera.
Hello.
Hey mom, I'm on TV. Fist bumps coming in. That usually means one thing, and that is it's just about time to start. It will be the dance from the invitationals as well.
I love it.
Just to bring it in and look beautiful. Clubhouse, I'm just going to say whoever starts on defense will have a better shot. And as we see, it's Lostic actually starting there.
And they're taking Buck out. That stands true
Again.
to the previous map. Not happy with him. They don't like the fights from underneath. Who are we getting in here? Okay.
Thatcher being banned. So then you would expect a Keat ban as well from the side of Velostic. If they don't, well, Church is so hard to take.
Yeah.
But then Nex is actually maybe ruining themselves a little bit because they're starting on offense.
Yeah, well, maybe they're going to have to be pulling out the... well, are Lostic going to ban by Kaid then? Because they can build up a lot of rounds potentially with him.
They shouldn't back Keat, and so they won't.
Mira Echo, not a bad...
The classical combo they should marry together.
And this is it's actually not looking too bad. I mean, the only issue really is the fact that we have Kaid still in there with a Thatcher out. How are you going to deal with him?
No.
You're talking about maybe, I suppose, bringing a Twitch in to try and get it, but
yeah, like only on Church Arsenal room, that is a really big thing to take out. So I would almost say this bomb site, you can't really take it. You need to have something to make it work, and maybe Maverick is the one to do so.
Okay, I can see it.
But triple Heart Destructor, Mage.
A ban of Thermite Maverick, that is certainly an interest. Sure,
and of course you
they
see
lock in as well.
And you of course see a Keat coming out as well from Texno. It would be weird if he wouldn't pick up a Keat. It would be crazy to do so, and so we will see next maybe struggling to get onto this bomb site, as they might have messed it up themselves.
Their hard breachers kind of put in a bit of an awkward spot, really.
Yeah, but like there's so many walls that both the Bandit and the Keat can now well, electrify. And so tunnel, you can't attack through tunnel because you probably need only one electric claw for it. Then you do at least one hatch. Then you have at least one complete wall being blocked off by bandit wires as well. So many possibilities just gone already.
Yeah, you can be completely locked in to so many different parts of the map when you go for aggression there, and your triple hard breach just completely taken out. I'm surprised we don't see something along the lines of even a Twitch coming into play just to try to deal with some of these bandit traps. Like Kaid Bandit, essentially uncontested right now.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by how Next will cover this up. At least one hatch can be opened, then of course they still have those stairwells into blue. And of course the main staircase to maybe try and attack the bomb site. Yet I am unsure if they will succeed in doing so. Meanwhile, Echo Kilo 1 is already pushing in, trying to find his opportunity to go forth and find an opponent. But on this bomb site you don't see roamers all that often, despite Lostic actually having people upstairs. Why have they reinforced this wall? Why would you reinforce CCTV? That's such a waste.
What are the odds that they haven't spotted out yet that it's Church? I mean, surely they did. Surely they did.
Yeah, they should. If they don't, like this is one extra turret charge already gone. It's actually Quaz now falling to Duckman, which is a good opener, but the return is there from Schweizana. One of the hard destructors is now off the board, and Schweizana can just fall back. Oh, that's awkward.
It just breaks it, puts it back up.
Yeah, but still, like, waste one, get nothing in return, except for a kill.
It reloads, though.
No. Yeah, what?
Yeah, when you break a castle yourself, you get it back.
I never knew.
It's very recent. It's definitely very recent because I was playing it again and one of my teammates tore one down. I was like, "What are you doing?"
And why would you do so?
It's like, what? And no, it reloads, so it's not too bad. It's a very recent change.
Okay, so that explains a lot.
But it's not too frequently you see them tear them down anyways, because you're so exposed while you're doing it, right? You're stood there tearing a wall down, putting it back up.
Windows as well.
Yeah, it's like a 10-second a gap where you're just stood there.
One hatch, one for once. Blue has now been opened by the Maverick, I believe. Schweizana now a little bit under pressure, who's now spamming a little bit, but so are the guys from Next who are moving in. Of course, that wall, you can't really do anything about it because there's bandit wires all around.
So Maverick can go down there and burn the bottom, right?
Yeah, a little bit, but like it's so scary because you'll probably still be tased a little bit because of the electricity going through it. Yeah. And they'll hear it as they now spot a player on the bomb side. They'll actually move in because he's not covered. His stack's now going down to Kilo 1. And so it's a 4-on-3. They're calling the push. It's going to be so many kills coming in from Next. And this is so confusing. I don't know what's going on. It's Schweizana coming in, but he will fall as well. 1-0 for Next.
It looked like Edu didn't even know they'd already pushed in.
No.
He was running in to get a position for the push, and then...
Like nobody... You would expect a Maestro camp to hold that hallway.
Yeah, indeed.
So you would have vision. They should have known there was a Sophia there, but he didn't. And that's such a waste.
Very weird round.
But maybe it's also due to them not having a lesion. You don't have the audio cue. Someone is that close. There is no, traps going off. And that might have really ruined it for Lostic. I think if they would have changed the castle around for a lesion, it could have worked. But the problem is that castle was key to hold off the hatches they didn't electrify. But you already orchestrated into a certain angle. It's so weird. I don't know.
That was a very unusual round.
It's so hard. So many things that could have gone better for Lostic. They'll just try it again at Church Arsenal. And, well, I don't know. Last round looked so promising, then it went south so fast. And I really don't know how they'll counter it. Of course, they'll reinforce what they can. Put those castle barricades up once again. But maybe those have to be positioned a little bit better because it didn't really seem like Next had any trouble with him. Like, this is just for delay, but how much delay does it really get you? Last time around, they got a kill. That was more luck than wisdom, it seemed.
Yeah, no, well...
Oh, they're electrifying it as well. There's a claw.
Upstairs?
Yeah. That should be drowned out, right? You can't fall for that again Next. I'm so confused right now.
What I'm confused about is how they're managing to so efficiently stop the drones from getting in if they are.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like,
well, it's being droned out right now.
Yeah, this is just...
They know it's not here.
They're just going around like, okay, we don't see anyone yet. There's two players up here. There's one, the Jaeger, holding it up. And, well, maybe now they know they want to go here, but it's just going to be Maverick. And instead of going for the floor just to destroy the bandit wire he might expect, he'll just check out a little bit and he will notice, of course, it's an electric claw. And that is making it a little bit more difficult to clear out as well.
They know it's downstairs now, though. They're still going to be worried about that player with the top, though.
Of course, you can't take away those roamers if you don't clear them, but maybe they'll just move in sooner than they would normally do, just to put those roamers on a little bit of a flank position where they have to go in, maybe walk into a claymore or something.
Sophia here trying to catch a couple angles, initiating the vertical battles. Not seeing any rewards for it just yet, and there's a whole lot of holes. As she's starting to rotate over towards the stairs again, it could have been being held by one of these bulls. Could get a little bit scary, but just going to regroup over there with their teammates.
Yeah, I'm lacking the aggression from Lostic. We said it in the first map as well. Yeah. A little bit more pressure could actually help him as Knight now takes on Schweizana. And that's again the opening frag going in favor of Next. And when Knight starts rolling on, you know you'll have a very bad game upon your hand. As Quas will bring it back. That's one of the roamers still in a good position. Will now be chased down. I don't know exactly who's running towards him, but I think Quas still has a good fighting chance with the Jaeger, full HP. And of course that lovely weapon.
So making their way in through the tunnel.
Like, they have a castle. I don't understand why you don't barricade this off.
They're not checking it either? Like, what is this?
It's so confusing. Texno going down once again, uncontested. And people are trying to roam around, but Knight takes down Quaz. It's going to be a little damage onto Edu as well. As Pega is coming in, will at least get one in return. There is a diffuser being planted, will be cancelled out because they know Pega is here. but they will have to kill him either way before they get going. 3-on-2 situation. Next is in a good position, but they don't know where Pega is. And they seem wandering around, confused as well.
Oh, he's been spotted now. This should be the end.
Oh.
Get much done. That's C4, is it? No, it's not in play.
I think it got shut down as well because he deployed it so late as now Pega is being pushed in. Takes out Code as well. It's a 2-on-2. Edo's moving in, but he will fall. 1 HP onto Pega as well, makes it really hard, but at least he crossed the hallway already. But Knight is standing by, and that is his second round in a row for Next. And they're saying, bring on the Next.
This is not so good because what do we talk about? The fact that this should be a pretty much untakeable point.
Yeah, like I thought the moment Thatcher was banned, this was going to be a hard one if you played Kaid.
Yeah.
But it seems like Lostic is so banking on the fact they have to go for the hatches, they're disregarding every other entry point. First time you saw Sophia just going through the staircase, getting Techno. This time you saw her going through the dirt tunnel, getting Techno. Yeah. And then the bomb site is open. There's nobody playing around him. There's no Maestro camera helping him. And there's nobody in blue either.
And the fact is, what we thought to be an OP setup is no longer going to make an appearance.
No.
They've abandoned the Kaid, only playing now with the Bandit. And so far this has been a pretty successful attacking side from Next. The triple hard breach. Now they're coming over towards what is going to be a slightly more difficult place to hold.
Yeah, like CCTV cash room would be a better one, especially with the like of Thatcher. Because you can just more easily hold off both garage and the CCTV room, and maybe even the flank as well. And that would maybe guarantee them around a little bit sooner. But they opt to go for gym bedroom. Hope to do it that way. But I'm, again, not so confident in it. Especially with the Sophia able to destroy those castle barricades as well. Really could put pressure on the Bandit, who usually tricks the wall on the top left right there, which is currently wired. So Zweisanger should play around there with a deployable shield, but I am wondering if they will do so. Because Lostic has a different way of approaching bomb sites than normally you see at the higher levels. And you see Sophia already looking towards the castle barricade. Happy to take it down whenever it is needed.
2-0 right now.
Oh, I think there's one player from Gnostic actually standing by for a run out. I wouldn't be too sure. Just underneath Knight right now, and well, he is a target to take down, not just because he's the Maverick, but of course because he's such an impactful fragger in the past two maps for Next as well, and of course in the semi and quarterfinals too.
They're swinging through CCTV. I'm going to spot out Quaz up close. Of course, he's just keeping control of his whole side of the map. A little bit of a kill hole there to the right as well, so his teammates can support if they need to. And this does look like a much better setup for Lostic. There's far less ways that they can be just caught off by surprise.
Unless if you go on your drone or in the cameras at the wrong time, you do luckily going off before a push actually happens. We have to also add that Capitao is in play for Evoid, and he could actually flame out certain players from certain positions, put down smokes as well. Squaz is now at the cash room, hoping to get a fight as well, but Techno will now be under pressure. Wall has been opened. There was no Bandit playing around. And that is something I do find lacking in that opportunity, because now you have such a big opportunity for Lostic to be pushed in as well. Another entry point, something they can't really use.
Already one going in there as Duckman takes Pega out, and that's the alibi. Already eliminated. Duckman's looking for more as well as they're creeping ever so close. Oh my god! The timing is spectacular.
But it was an ADS as well, so
yeah,
the doesn't even do anything.
Didn't spot it. Just keeps on throwing flashbangs, and eventually it's going to work as the charge just wore out on the ADS. Oh, that's so awkward. Didn't know there was a hole in the wall. Edge was able to easily find Evoid. Down to a 3v3 as Quaz finds another. The defensive side looking a lot better this time. Great shot by Knight. Keeps himself alive and puts it into a 2v2. Sophia still in play, being a hugely impactful player so far. An Echo killer. This is not good at all. After finding the kill downstairs, this eliminated Edgy with a quick double to close it out. And Lostic managed to pull it back. That was close though.
Arms race as well. The turnaround here from Edu. Again, someone jumping through the window. They should have thrown that out. That couldn't be in play.
Yeah, Sophia seemed a little bit unaware walking up the stairs that there was going to be a player there.
Yeah.
And I think Edgy had already found someone from that position.
Oh, yes, he did.
Which is surprising then. that they just don't expect him to be there.
And then 2 people fall for the same position once again. It's a little bit confusing from Next, but then again, their whole aggression seemed to be a little bit split, a little bit, well,
here we go again.
Random. And yes, here we go again. Indeed, Church and Arsenal room will be the bomb side. We'll go to the basement to see if Lustig can finally hold on. Yet I would recommend them going to CCTV cash room right now.
Yeah, well, look, they want to try the old setup. They think it was maybe just a little bit of momentum that they needed. Maybe that's the case. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Once again, we're going to see the reinforcements going over towards the tunnel. Are we going to see a claw there? So it's the Maestro putting it down.
Yeah, you would expect at least some electricity there.
Yeah.
And I think with one claw you can hold off both walls if you place it correctly. I think my usual co-caster had once told that to me, and I take everything he says for granted, despite him lying to me sometimes as well.
I lie to you too. There we go. Oh no! What?
I just want a castle.
Yeah, I thought that was the castle putting it down. I didn't even look.
It would have been so much better. And now Techno's like, yeah, but I have to put a claw there, buddy. So just you wait.
I think that's been one massive problem here on Church. The communication has just seemed like it's non-existent. The amount of times that Lustig have had players push in on them, and even like find one kill, and then they're still caught by surprise from the same position.
It's a little bit of a shame in the case of Lustig, but at least they got a round on the board and they could get much more. They have to really get the opening kills as well, because so far Next has gotten every single one of them. And that might actually come to haunt them later on.
You can see they're suspecting maybe a cash room to come through. They know it's not there now. On the back of that, obviously, they know it's not going to be a bedroom gym.
Oh, but I think Lustig is actually not having a roamer this time. And that might be very important. Because last time around, I was really critical of having those roamers around who couldn't defend. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why Texno was out of position, could be caught off guard every time. And now he at least gets support from at least one more member. And I think they're all 5 on side, so that could help out Lustig big time.
And it is fairly common to just avoid having a roamer when you're playing Church.
Why is that not reinforced, though?
I guess because he broke it last time, but...
Yeah, like still, it's blue. It's a very important position to hold.
Yeah.
Usually you play a Legion there just because you can put out so many mines, and it's one of the main entry points, so the damage is just huge. But
here we go.
Oh, beautiful drowning right there from Knight, spotting everything where the sun doesn't shine.
Trying to take the foundations just out of
the
whole place.
Such a powerful man.
So the 5v5, 2-1. Lustig trying to fix their defense on Church that has been abysmal so far. Let's see if that's going to be fixable. As they're breaching the way down through a couple of the hatches, looking for the vertical battles, not finding them. Eventually, they're going to have to go down. And this is where things can get scary.
Oh, Schweizana has taken some damage. He's actually now on the prowl, hunting for a player, and he might actually find one if he looks to his right. But is that player looking for him? It looks like a no-no. It's, I think so, via droning. Now he's moving around, spots out the Capitao. And Ekokino 1 takes down Techno. It's so Code and Knight getting return frags. 4-or-2 situation, and that's bad for Lustig.
Oh, the little hole spotted. But player doesn't stand up on top of it, so it's going to be surviving for now. Nice shot by Pega, and going to be almost
it's a good thing you can't knife your teammates, otherwise it would be a sad moment for Edu. Now peeking in, will fall to Duckman, and that's how they quack next with another round, making it 3-1, where Lustig again got caught off guard. And I like the play from Schweizana, but it was just not enough.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. He was caught off by the player that had been droning, and it just didn't expect. I mean, you can't expect it, right? Unless you've checked that room.
Well, yeah, he had the opening kill, and then, like, you can run away. I can understand him falling, but at the same moment, 3 players died for 1 on side.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just, again, the same trade we had before. Now there was only 1 rover close by, getting an advantage for your team.
Yep.
And still you managed to lose it at the same time. Just never go to Church again unless you have to. No,
absolutely.
It's not Flame. It's just there's 2 rounds left. They have CCTV cash room and gym bedroom. They can just play. They've lost all 3 rounds they've played on Church. There's no reason to go back anymore. And now they're finally actually going to CCTV cash room finally we'll see what they can do here. Of course, we will expect a Maestro to play on the Mazarines. We see a Legion come into play as well. And of course, a smoke onto Texno to deny anything they can.
To be honest, I more just want to see this round finish and see where they pick for the next
Yeah,
one. If it's Church,
that
I'm
is the
leave.
biggest cliffhanger. Yeah, just walk away, say, dude, Church isn't the best bomb site for you today.
Yeah, it's not working too well.
The problem is their setup seems to be decent, just they don't know how to communicate and cover it off. Like Maestro Camp should give them early warnings, Sound Cues should give them early warnings, and I keep on thinking that maybe the lack of a Legion is the biggest thing for them.
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
don't get those pings from the traps going off, and I think that's why Texno is usually unaware. Smooth operator.
There we go. The drones are going out. They suspect and know that it's cash room at this point, I think.
Yeah, of course they know, and they should know that at least the Maestro should play on the Mazarines as well. Just standing by, holding off that doorway. But there is a Capitao in play as well. He could burn away Edu without any problems, despite the ADS, of course, being there. And I'm curious to see, Paga hasn't electrified the wall, and I don't understand why. There's no way to deny it. Like, what are you expecting? There is no Thatcher. It can't be destroyed that easily. There's no Twitch. It can't be destroyed that easily. Just save yourself a failed trick because your Electric Claw is way later deploying than a Thermite Charge will ever do.
It is very, very unusual.
And now we finally see the electricity coming out, and so some things might actually be denied. But look at the flame arrows. They're expecting it to counter a Bandit, but of course it was the Electric Claw, but Kaid also already on half HP. And I will just blow Torch a little bit more and maybe create a peeking hole for his team, or maybe a crawl hole. That might be a little bit dangerous though, as you look at the angles cleared up. And Echo Killer 1! Almost falling down as well.
Trying to return a spam, but not connecting it just yet. Now with 120 on the clock and damage done to Peg, Lost need to hold down, but they need to find the opening advantage as they do. That angle could have been very dangerous.
Yeah, but then they should just clear out Edu by flanking him himself, as now Keith has gone down. Echo Killer 1 takes Pega down. It's Quas though with the refrag onto Duckman, meaning it's a 4-on-4, but then Echo Killer 1 gets another. And then he just racks up kills left, right, and center this map.
Got to be careful over towards the stairs though as they push on up. Grenade out, and here we go. Push comes up. Oh, the Legion Mines. Here we go. Damage done. Oh, but the kill is not connected on the back of it. Legion Mine pulled out. Zophia's happy as the push comes in. Sophia can't do anything else. Everybody else is finding kills.
Yeah, Next is just so strong right now. Their offense is on point. It seems like Lostic is miscommunicating, losing their vibe. And a little bit of a delay might have hurt them a lot, and that's sad to see, but Next on the first map was also very convincing, so this is maybe just a little bit of a repetition from that one. Of course, for those of you just tuning in, map 1 was Border, won by Next with a 7-2 scoreline, followed by a 7-4 on Coastline, which was, of course, won by Lostic, ending up onto Clubhouse right now. So it seems to be going in favor of Next again.
The only round they've won was on Bedroom, and it was close. Every other time they've went either Church or CCTV, and it's just been a whitewash of kills coming in the other team. And they've gone for CCTV again. But Bedroom is open.
Yeah, that's...
I don't really get that.
Iffy, to say the least.
It's certainly a curious decision. Are we going with the same setup? I mean, essentially...
Operator-wise, yeah. But, like, so far today we haven't seen much smoke play, and that is because both teams play very fast and aggressive. Don't really let it go down to the wire where smoke really shines. So maybe if you're Lostic, you would then say, is smoke that viable in this matchup? Like, of course, on this bomb site, on this map, it's probably one of the best operators. But is it viable in this matchup? I would say no. Maybe pick something else, like a Bandit, or I don't know. What would you? Mute,
I feel like they're not. Yeah, I feel like they're not missing. I don't feel like they're missing a Bandit because the Kaids are doing their job for the most part, and even a Mute won't stop the fire from a burning.
No.
It's really hard to say what's missing here. Ultimately, for me, it's kills.
It just needs big firepower.
Just win.
Maybe. I think they're missing a Tachanka.
Could be, could be.
Well, it's 4-1 in favor of Next right now, as Duckman saying, I'll just do the same thing I did previously and just try to kill Pega again with Echo Kilo 1, and he's just shooting. He's shooting in his general direction, and there was no wire, so the wall is now opened. As the Termite was, of course, also closed. Now the smoke has been tagged up as well. It's Texno having to fall back, hoping that Quaz will get an opener somewhere because he's still roaming on the lower floor. And Schweizana doesn't know what to do either. His Next just waiting for a long time before moving in, but also really wastes a lot of utility from Lustig. And the calls are slowly coming out. We hear it on our back. It's Next screaming where players are, yet they don't know how to kill them. And oh, actually, it's Quaz now going down. And Echo Kilo 1 again with the opener. Third round in a row, he has done so. And that really puts pressure onto Lustig, losing their Jaeger that early on. 1:30 left on the clock, and now they will most likely try to attack this bomb site from so many angles that Lustig can't even manage to hold on. 3 smoke canisters left. Still needs to hold on at least half a minute before he can actually use them and put on real pressure onto Nexus. Now Edu has been taken away. Fire arrow just too strong and spreading too wide, meaning we have a 5-on-3 situation. Schweizana brings one back, but will walk into the aim of Duckman. And so is a 2-on-4. The smoke and the key still alive, but the diffuser will be planted soon.
Indeed, those Legion Mines won't serve to do all too much unless Smoke can get the damage done with his smoke canisters. Oh, this could be very dangerous. The shotgun lands a little bit of damage. Smoke canister goes up, but it's too late. Diffuser already planted, and they can just get the hell out of there with the small bit of damage they've sustained. Thermite goes down low, but survives for now. Lives to see another day, perhaps. Time ticking away. Smoke's got to make a move up the stairs and peeked at the top. Takes Duckman down. Okay, things get a little bit more doable. He knows where both players are. They've just been pinged. Coming on in, smoke canister goes down. He's going to rotate around the right. He should know the player's there, but Void's still able to win out that fight. And once again, CCTV just doesn't work. And it feels like they gave so much room over to that offensive side. The space to work with was there, just a phenomenal amount. There were no... the fact that they consistently go towards sides that don't work either, I would have loved to see a bedroom there. I feel like it worked way better into their playstyles of waiting and allowing them to push in. They had their roamers working fairly effectively. Whereas right there, in CCTV, both times, they felt very stagnant. They're kind of just waiting for someone to push in, and then they're losing those duels again and again, and then just trying the same method.
Yeah, and sometimes you just have to change it up. And talking about firepower that Lustig was missing, Knight is picking up the dog. And I think that might have been a valuable asset is Assembly Smoke. Of course, the smoke almost coming in clutch at the later stages of last round, but the dog has way more firepower, so could have probably done the same, because the smoke canisters didn't really cancel or delay a diffuser plant. So you would say that wasn't really the thing they had to do. Now on the side of Lustig, we also see a triple hard destructor. And
yeah, no, identical setup, right, to some of the rounds that we've seen with the Capitao and the Sophia, alongside triple hard. So perhaps I think that was the secret to success, was just that setup. But I think it certainly seemed to me that it was a lot more than just the operators that caused the victory to come through.
It's a cool shirts as well. I think that really brought into question. Black is fashion, and Next is wearing it as they're going for the big prize, the beautiful trophy we have in the middle of us. I'm still so intrigued.
It's 3D printed. That's the beautiful part.
Yeah, like the lines it got from there is just magnificent. It's mesmerizing in the light we have. As we see Echo Kilo 1 standing by for an opening kill, but I would imagine Knight to do the same, because of course he's playing on the dog, but he will stay at the Mezzarines, waiting for maybe the Capitao to peek and fire an arrow. And that might mean his demise, but Knight, you should always be careful of the doorway as well. People could just come in. And of course, Quaz is looking for an opportunity, but there's a player running around. Is it going to be a kill for Echo Kilo 1? Yes, it will be. Quaz just a little bit too iffy on that one, just a little bit too jumpy. And Echo Kilo 1 was holding on the angle after he heard the Maverick walk about.
Oh, the C4 goes through. This could be dangerous. Texno is down. What a round from Echo already, and the fact that they have a dock in play, he could get healed up if he can make his way back over there.
Oh, most definitely, and we have to say, 4th round in a row where Echo Kilo 1 had the opening kill. Now he will fall eventually to Schweizana though, but you still have Knight, a legend to say the least. And he's waiting, standing by for people to peek him so he can just bump some heads. Of course, Capitao can burn him out of existence. He has taken some damage, actually being burned up, and will heal himself as he runs out. Actually shoots one of his stimpaks into a wall. Shouldn't do that. Now he will be flamed again, and he will get some damage done. And he is waiting down. Pega will take him out. 3-on-3 situation. Lustig is doing a decent job of coming back. And they're closing in towards the side. Just need to clear it as well now.
It's certainly not an easy task as they make their way in through the garage. Hibana in play. Not going to be too useful up against this drywall.
I'm actually waiting for these smoke arrows to be popped by Pega, who is waiting around with his M249, just waiting to saw his opponents out of existence. Shots are being fired. Damage is not being dealt whatsoever. But at least the Hibana pellets will open up a little bit more of the wall. Yet I don't think that was the ideal situation. But then Termite comes in, more pressure on the guy on side. Will manage to fall back a little bit, but is still stuck there. And Termite is not responding in time. Evoid takes down Edu. Schweizana brings it back to 2-2. But still, there's so much struggles to get in towards the side. Evoid is standing by on that key with the AUG. And look at the diffuser as well.
Right out in the open, the 30 seconds left. They've got to make a move now. Next, just holding on, just waiting for this push to come on through. They've got them in the palm of their hands as Capitao pushes on up. He's ready for the fight. Catches one. There's Evoid down. Now all the pressure is on Schweizana. Gets nothing. It's all on Peg.
Duckman will take him down. Smoke arrows will fly out though. 10 seconds. He has to move in. He will get the shot. It's going to be Lustig still in it to win it. But they still have to bring it to overtime. And that's going to be a very hard fight because, well, I think that next won't give him an easy shot. Of course, they're 5-2 up. They don't have a match point yet. But before Lustig gets to 6, I think next will have a round. The chances are so high. They'll go back to CCTV cash room instead of church, which, of course, confuses us a little bit. Well, more than a little bit. But they're waiting to cash. We have to...
Well, look, it was a really close one in the previous round, so it's not...
It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
If the Kaid on side got one more kill, it would have been great. They just lost, I think, the Jaeger a little bit too soon. Or the Valkyrie, I mean. Akakila one was just roaming around, got 2 kills, great. Should have probably been on side already to be healed up, because he's such a valuable asset.
He did stick around a little bit too long, and as well as that, I feel like Knight getting picked out by the Capitao was a really important kill. If he hadn't have popped the fire arrow or pushed him out of position.
Yeah, like the problem was for Knight that he missed one of his stimpaks.
Yeah.
If he didn't shoot that one into the wall, he would have probably survived.
Yeah, indeed.
Maybe gotten a kill or 2, because there were 3 people waiting outside. If Echo Kilo 1 would have still been alive, he could have moved into the garage, hold up that angle as well, put less pressure on Knight, because now he had to do it all on his lonesome. And then it would have been a 2-man show, and I think that's really what Next is going for. Have those 2 guys shine, and then when things get tough, we still have Evoid on side.
So spotted one going down the stairs, which means it's probably not downstairs.
Yeah, that's interesting, because they have to chase him down. And that's such a awkward position to clear out, because there's so many angles you have to go through. And there's so many angles, of course, that player can also go up from. But I don't know for sure if he noticed he was spotted out. As you do see more pings coming out, it's Quas just holding on. Of course, for those of you wondering, why don't they just pick Thatcher and, well, electrify the wall? It's banned. As Quas might actually walk into it a little bit too close, but he will move up in time. And let's see what Edu can do right here in the garage. He should move in, because Knight is standing by.
So, like, in this situation, if you take Maverick out, the assault becomes super one-dimensional. Like,
yeah,
there's pretty much nothing they can do except for come through garage and upstairs. Knight again going to be just baiting out a couple shots, trying to land a headshot out the doorway.
Schweizana now takes down Echo Kilo 1 though, meaning that they finally have that opener. Lustig is doing that stuff a little bit better, but they still have Knight here, ADS in play as well. Termite will now destroy one wall, but look at Hibana, also low. And you usually don't want to use your Termite charge for this wall, only Hibana pellet.
Last time that they managed to take down Echo Kilo 1, it cost them 2 players, so
yeah,
certainly in a much better position now. Spotting out nice towards the top. Fire Arrow pushes him out of position. Oh, but he still comes out on top in that fight, looking for more as well. Dancing around from the drone view. We eventually see him being eliminated. And the man advantage maintains in favor of the attacking side. Right now, we're going to start to look at opening up that wall on outside, the electrified one. Maverick is sitting there droning out, and soon he'll be blowing it open. This could be very dangerous. Sophia not able to connect the shots on the back of it, though.
They knew that position was so annoying last time around, and now Edu will open up the wall. No real room for Next to work with. If they were to have a smoke right now, it would have been great.
Yeah, for sure. That would have been a really helpful aspect of the defense, but without it at this point, they're pretty much surrounded. A lot of pressure on them to close this out, and on the angle spotted by Kaz as well. He's going to breach on through. He can come through either window, and they're have to be cautious of him. Oh, but the timing is so bad. He gets taken out by Duckman and into a 2v2. Both players low HP on the defending side, though. Tex and Pega ain't looking too healthy themselves. Coming up the stairs, spotted out. The shot's connected, but the kill evades him somehow. All alone now, Duckman with 1 HP, and he's taken down.
Nice try with the impact nade. It wasn't enough, though, as the time ran out. Wallbang came in from the Sophia. And so the round will go to Lustig. The first round, they actually had the opening kill. In the first round, of course, also won on the back of that one. Echo Kilo 1 being killed early, Fink really ruined the day for the side of Next, because they really bank on his play, his roaming capabilities, his delay as well. And they've decided CCTV cash room isn't for us. We'll go to Church Arsenal room and we'll bring in the Pulse. Get those C4s going for us.
Well, we'll see how this ends up. We know how this worked for Lustig. 3 out of 3 resulted in a failure. So far, CCTV has looked the same for both teams. 2 for 2 on losses.
Yeah.
On defense.
Terrible is the best conclusion on that one.
Yep. Pretty atrocious.
But well, let's see. In theory, this bomb site should be very doable to hold. Especially with a Pulse, you get so much intel early on where they might be going from. You have a Legion as well to Next, which usually just is able to hold on blue almost by your alone. So maybe one player standing by. You have the Geet, so tunnels shouldn't be any trouble to you anymore. But then we also have to see them play. You never know for certain how Lustig will approach this, because Next surprised us as well. Won 3 rounds out of 3 here on Church. And that's something you don't see much attacking teams do.
No, for sure, and especially not with this setup. With the fact that we have the Kaid banded uncontested by a Thatcher, it makes it even more favorable towards that defending side. And yet, nobody's been able to win Church yet. Although this is the first attempt for Next. 5-3, this would be nice. At least guarantee them an overtime if they can pull this off.
And we see Next as well, heavy emphasis onto the roamers on upstairs, trying to delay more and more in that fashion. And if they get 1 kill and survive long enough, it would be great. Otherwise, Lustig will just get the advantage. They have lost themselves as well. Shots are being fired. They know there's a roamer. And Texno takes down Code already. It's the bandit that was on the upper floor, who is no longer in this round.
Defense have not been getting on too well, and a bandit roamer is once again taken out of play.
But like the bandit usually carries a C4 as well, so it's much more valuable to keep him on site.
Yeah.
Because when the push comes in, they go into choke points, and that C4 just pays off massively. Now we see Echo Kilo 1 spotting a player, hoping he will actually come close. C4 actually prepped a little bit too early and deals no damage. Why are you not waiting for the player to stand by, just throwing it in a path he might actually not take, and he didn't. So Lustig stays alive with 5 members, and Echo Kilo 1 has a vertical angle to play with, but will it pay off? Will there at least be something he can take from his C4 usage?
Well, we'll see. They're certainly opening up the floor, so they're hoping to make use of the C4.
You can actually clear out that claw with just a Sophia, it seems. That's actually very valuable for this side of Lustig, but meanwhile, Kilo 1 is still alive, and of course, he'll get a kill of this Schweizana. That's the Ibana of the board. And Echo Kilo 1 has this time returned to the side, standing by for another engagement. And he's waiting, checking dirt tunnel, just to make sure nobody will be playing from there. If it's still clawed or not. because the push will soon come in.
Indeed it will. Lostic taking their time though. Trying to spot absolutely anybody out. They know there's still a pulse around, so IQ is just desperately trying to locate him.
Hoping for the classic battle of spotting out a little bit of utility, just seeing 3 banded wires. Quaz now takes down Evoid. And Kaid has been so strong for Next so far. And look at this, there's the Maverick just messing with their minds, just creating a few opening holes just to spot some players. And so he does. Actually tags up Knight a little bit. So blue coverage is actually bad, but no player of Lostic is close to clear out blue themselves. Feet now being spotted out maybe by Quaz, who's being tased up slightly, will have to fall back instead of walking into the wall. He does so again. 10 seconds left, they have to move in.
Oh.
Next, how will you hold on?
The Legion Mines is just going to absolutely destroy him as he tries to move forward. It opens up room for Lostic to find these kills, because Duckman knows that if a push comes through, they have to run through the Legion Mines. Just continue to take the fights though, and the diffuser somehow actually gets planted.
The last possible second they did it as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was very, very scary. But at this point now into a 2v3, I mean, this should have been Next all over. Legion.
Oh no, Knight would actually get the kill as well into Texto. Only one player alive, and Dogma comes in. He wins the 1v1, and the diffuser more than enough time left to be disabled. And here we go, the round I told you would come. Map point and match point for Next, as they are now 6-3 up. Lostic is trembling, shaking, sweating. And you see them still full focus. Not the happy smiles they had before the games. And Next is quite happy to be in it right now.
So the question is really, where do they go? They've gone CCTV twice and it didn't work out at all for them. I'm going to be choosing now in just a second. I wouldn't mind seeing a bedroom come out. And there it is, the bedroom to finish things off, potentially.
Put him to bed, as Neil M would say.
Let's see if things work out. Over at the gym.
I like it. Clash is being hovered over by Code would be an interesting pick. And, well, then you would say, as Lostic, you would expect it to be traded out. And it might actually, but it doesn't.
You can see it in bedroom. You can see it in bedroom.
Yeah, just shield off at least one window and maybe just be an annoying force, chasing them back as well. But we also see the Glass, a common operator on this bomb site, yet with the recent nerfs on moving and seeing the thermal images, it might not be the best operator to take, just hoping that Lostic will move in. But if you just put a Clash in front of the Glass, what he's going to do.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the Clash is going to be used. Probably one of the most annoying operators.
Oh, yes.
Especially if there's no Thatcher in play. It's just so hard to deal with her.
In the Benelux, you actually have a player, Dark, who loves to play Clash.
An evil man.
Oh, he's an evil man because he even spawn peaks with the SMG.
Oh, God. What?
Yeah. And that's just the worst thing you can ever have. Like being out-peaked, spawn-peaked by an SMG and a Clash as well. And like Clash has so many appliances. In the Challenger League, we saw Avage on Oregon sitting in big tower, just holding an angle towards the kitchen and the dining area. As now Knight takes down Schweitzer and will be traded out. It was a run out, I believe. Risky, but well, the Glass out for a duck. I'll take it any day of the week.
Yeah, look, Lostic need that. They need to be finding themselves trades or even advantages at this point. They need 3 consecutive rounds, and that means winning these ones convincingly certainly makes it a little bit more likely. Legion spotted out. They know at this point there's probably no chance that they'll catch him.
And once
Still
again,
gonna try.
Reinforcements at CCTV. As Duckman was playing there, he will fall back. I'm curious to see how Lostic will eventually open up that wall. It's a 4-on-4 situation after an early engagement from Knight against Schweitzer. Refrag, of course, came out luckily for Lostic. Still they're a little bit lost for words.
Lostic have slowed down a lot now. They're just droning out, making sure they don't get caught out by somebody playing around logistics or anything like that. And they've left the logistics walls completely soft. So if they can get in there, which I think they should be able to do pretty easily, it is castled off. And they'll be easily able to open up a couple of holes specifically, but Maverick as well, give them some opportunities to peek in and just really annoy those defenders.
Oh,
they're in bedroom. That's beautiful. Maverick with 1. He's even thinking of going for more. He is going to go for more, peeking around there. He doesn't know he's on his left-hand side, though. This could be very scary and eventually going to be taken down by Echo Kilo 1. Back to a 3v3. a lot of damage done to Legion at least, so definitely a positive in terms of overall damage. He's eventually going to be eliminated very quickly, and only Clash left alive alongside the Bandit. So we really need to see Bandit stepping it up. I don't want to see a Clash 1v2.
Oh, but Clash is looking the wrong way. 2 players coming from the other side. Now he hears, now he knows. And so they can play together. Maybe just a walking shield for his teammate. Taser is coming out. Code could actually be flanked out by Edu, and so he will put in some shots. But he will stay alive. 56 seconds left. So much time for both teams to work with. I'm scared for Lostic.
Oh, that hole is very dangerous. Capitao was just an inch away from seeing the head.
But meanwhile, Ekakilo, one third kill of the round, now knows where Edu or Pega is exactly. And he's just waiting around 30 seconds. He has to move in. What will Lostic do? It's a 1v2 to stay in the tournament. And Ekakilo 1 is so key once again.
20 seconds, spots out one. There's a soft wall, gonna come over towards the hole. This is dangerous, 1 kill on the board. 13 seconds, gotta jump in.
But you can't plant the diffuser, you'll just be dazed.
What are you gonna do?
Knife him,
Don't
baby.
take the SMG.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Flash.
What are you doing? Why? Why take out the SMG? Don't smell. Why? That was it.
He broke me.
That was it. That was all they had to do. Just stand there with a shield out.
I don't know.
Oh, why?
I'm sorry you had to witness this with me, Mitch.
That's the kind of thing, though, that you try to just ego them and finish it off with an SMG, and then you lose.
Yeah.
Like, you just lose it. Like, if this goes to overtime and they lose now, can you imagine the ride home with him?
I think he has to walk home then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's no other
flight cancelled.
Flight cancelled.
Enjoy.
Well, let's see. Legion now being picked up by Ko to see what he can bring to the table, because Clash didn't really work out. So,
well, I mean, it did.
Well, it did for Lostic, indeed. But I don't really think that was what they're banking on. Echo Kilo won 17 frags already. He's stepping up big time, and like, I feel sorry for him. That was his round. He almost finished it. Of course, he sort of threw it away by standing in front of that castle barricade where the Capital was going to. But, that SMG.
Yeah, why the SMG? Just keep the shield out.
I don't think I can sleep tonight.
You're unkillable to stand in a corner.
Yeah,
there's literally nothing that can happen.
He has to walk up to you
8 seconds.
and knife you. That's the only way he can do it.
8 seconds. Like, you're electrocuting the whole time. He's barely moving. Why? No. Okay. 2 more chances to close this out. No Clash to make an appearance. We're seeing the CCTV room hold. This has been a colossal failure every single time we've seen a defensive side pull it out.
By the way, just a little note. When that round went to Lostic, behind us where Next is sitting, absolute silence.
Yeah.
Not a single sound, probably just devastation.
Well, I think, like, I mean, the only things you can say are flaming terms.
Oh, but you shouldn't do that, of course.
No,
so
of course. It's better to just say nothing.
Oh, Schweizana now with the opening kill onto Knight as well. That is the dog on the board. Again by Schweizana, this time on the Ibana. And we have to say, he's either hit or miss usually. Getting or the opening kill or the opening death. Maybe a little bit of carelessness, maybe just Knight not liking him.
Doc out of play as well. I mean, Knight is such an important player to remove from play early on. And then next, again, a man def is to play with.
But I like to maybe see Knight with maybe the Maestro and then play the Messerines. Or maybe be so key as well, just to get more intel for the rest of his team as well. As Schweizana just crawl up to this angle, there might actually be targets for him if he turns around in the right timing. And we'll see. He's looking for the claw, will destroy. Now they know he's there. They're trying to pre-fire. Evoy takes him down with a flick. It's back to a 4-on-4. The wall will be destroyed, but he's still in play. He could get way more than that.
Another claw goes down, but it's a little bit too late.
You can never be in time. That's the problem.
Unless you're preemptive.
Yeah, you have to be before the Termite is even at the wall. We see Evoid laying around, hoping for a player to move in, but Quas takes down Duckman already. Capital is being spotted. Echo Killer 1 takes down Texno right now. It's a 3-on-2 as Evoid steps up as well. Is this the round for next, Mitch?
This could be it. This could be it, as Code's got full HP. Echo and Evoid are both low. That certainly presents some problems for them. They know exactly where Capitao is. Ooh. That's a big bonus to work with. Maverick trying to get absolutely anything done. Going to even drone in at this point. Has to go in through the hole. As of course it was Kaided up. They know where Legion is now at this point. I think they will have spotted him out with the drone. Obviously not marked him, but actually they have the majority of the information on this team.
And a diffuser again being dropped outside. Last time around, Lostic almost lost because of that. That time around, they had some amazing kills to bring it back. Now smoke arrows will fly in. It's Echo Kilo 1 trying to go for the fight. He should be careful. The diffuser could go down. It's no problem. They can still win it. Evoid is currently on 1 HP as well, so just be careful. Just go in. Echo Kilo 1 going for the kill. Evoid and him will win the round. And next will win the tournament 7-4 and 2-1 in maps.
Ooh, next, just about pulling it off. I mean, it was close. They basically won the round before in bedroom, but threw it away. And CCTV, the first time it has been won today. And that's after, what? That's the 5th time. The 5th attempt of a defensive side. Finally, CCTV goes the way of the defenders. And what was definitely a very close series. 3 maps pulled out, and we went the whole distance.
And they are happy, and rightfully so. Won the tournament. And whew, still catching my breath. That last bit was so scary. Echo Kilo 1 just running in. If there was one player to do so, it was him. So give him a round of applause, guys. It was absolutely amazing. Mitch, thank you.
It was incredible. It's been a pleasure, Toldersma. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and as you can see, the boys on stage thoroughly enjoyed it too.
Yeah, they had to revitalize after that one, just get some water in, because that was big. Their shacks are also big, so I think they'll be happy after this one.
Absolutely, and what a game. I mean, all in all, we saw like a super offensively sided game on Clubhouse with the bans that came in, with Thatcher being removed and starting it out with a church, multiple church plays. I mean, what, we had like 2 in a row and then another one after the bedroom. We had Kaid Bandit with no Thatcher to counter them, no Twitches coming in either. Like, it was like, oh, well, this is defensive sided all day long. Nope.
We were so convinced as well. We got bamboozled.
Yeah, we were like, it's going to be 5-1 defensive side. No, 5-1 attacking side.
What?
It's incredible. All in all, I think this was just such a close series. I'd love to see this in even like a BO5 format, because you could get a whole lot more out of these guys just on different maps.
I would clear my day schedule for these guys, because they've brought a hell of a battle. I didn't know what level of play to expect. They've just amazed me, impressed me, and they've just delivered. Yeah, absolutely delivered, and they delivered one hell of a grand final. Sometimes you come in and you see these 2-0s that are 16-6 and stuff like that in CS, or you see these massively one-sided like 7-2s and that. This was spectacular, and it really just kept us guessing up until the end. There was no way we weren't showing this one on stream. Yeah, it's going to be Rito with a little bit of an interview and to congratulate the guys.
Thanks for the awesome cast, Toldersman and Mitch. It was a pleasure to listen to you. Wow, also ich muss sagen, ich bin eigentlich schon noch froh, dass wir jetzt das Game 3 ausgespielt haben, weil was für ein Game 3, sind ihr da einig? Ist schon recht krass gewesen, oder? Krasse Performance von beiden Teams. Da sehen wir noch eine sportliche Umarmung. Sehr schön. Lassen wir noch schnell da ein paar Zärtlichkeiten austauschen. Und dann würde ich zuerst noch schnell Team Lustig auf die Bühne bitten. Bitte schön. Jungs, gut gespielt. Mega knappe Sache gewesen. Ihr habt auch super Support vom Publikum gehabt. Also hey, noch einen riesen Runde Applaus für euch selber, weil da hinten überall, ich glaube, jeder hat es gehört, dass da irgendetwas am Laufen ist. Ihr seid ein Hammerpublikum gewesen, ist richtig emotional gewesen. Dankeschön. Dann gibt es auch für euch doch noch etwas zum Mitnehmen. Euer zweiter Platz. Meine Damen und Herren, der zweite Platz von der Swiss Gaming Challenge. Rainbow Six, Team Lustig. Danke vielmals, Jungs. Und jetzt unsere Champions. Bitte schön, next seat, stage is yours. Tim, müsstest du noch mal schnell zu mir kommen, falls möglich? Gut. Hat Nervosität irgendeine Rolle gespielt, schlussendlich?
Ich nehme es schon mal ab, besonders jetzt im letzten, wo es wirklich um alles gegangen ist. Da ist vor allem bei mir ist die Nervosität ziemlich in den Fingern gewesen.
Was ist auf der zweiten Map passiert? Ich meine, die erste, ich muss sagen, ich habe es nicht mega eindeutig, aber es ist doch eure Map gewesen. Und dann auf der zweiten sind sie recht stark zurückgekommen und dann im dritten jetzt haben sie die Sache zumachen. Ist doch noch knapp geworden gegen den Schluss. Ich habe gedacht, holy, jetzt reißen sie es doch noch um, aber ihr habt es dann noch geschafft. Was ist auf der zweiten Map passiert?
Ich glaube, auf der zweiten Map ist einfach die Strategie vom Gegner ist einfach besser gewesen. Sie haben unsere Löcher gefunden und sie auch ausgenutzt. Gratulation an sie. Und ja, wir haben es dann auf der dritten. Das ist auch eine von unseren besten Maps. Das müssen wir halt so einfach sagen.
Das wollte ich auch gerade fragen. Was ist so ein bisschen die Strategie? Habt ihr vielleicht irgendwelche Schwächen entdeckt jetzt in der dritten Map, wo ihr gewusst habt, ey, wir können so oder so spielen? Aber du hast jetzt schon gesagt, das ist so ein bisschen eure Map. Also du bist da eigentlich schon zuversichtlich ins Game 3.
Ja, das auf jeden Fall, weil wir haben sie auch schon im Vorfeld auch schon gut gespielt. Zwar eigentlich nicht so gut, aber eigentlich sehr gut. Ja, es ist halt einfach auch ein Teamplay, das gut war und die einzelnen Spieler, die extrem gut gespielt haben.
Gibt es irgendjemanden aus deinem Team, den du heute besonders möchtest loben?
Alle zusammen, weil es haben alle zusammen geschafft und das ist die Hauptsache. Wirklich, Siege basiert auf Teamplay, Siege basiert auf Kommunikation. Das sieht man halt im Killfeed nicht, aber es ist wirklich 99% ist Kommunikation und Teamplay.
Jetzt, das nächste Mal Rainbow Six gibt es vielleicht an der Zürich Game Show im Herbst. Falls da wieder etwas auf der Stage läuft, kann man mit Team Nexit rechnen.
Das schauen wir dann anschauen, wenn es dazu kommt.
Gut, auch sehr, ich sage jetzt mal, neutrale Antwort. Vielen, vielen Dank. Ja gut, dann gibt es auch noch für euch Trophäe, genau, die ist da drin. Ich gebe die Trophäe mal am Captain. Und dann für dich gibt es den ersten Platz in der Swiss Gaming Challenge Rainbow Six Team Nexit, Ladies and Gentlemen. Danke vielmals, Jungs. Ihr dürft gehen. Enjoy your victory. Und ja, was für ein Final. Danke vielmals für die Games. Ist der Hammer gewesen. Jetzt nächstens haben wir FIFA da auf der Stage. Es ist das Finale von der Schweizer Meisterschaft im 2 gegen 2. Der Preispool beträgt ganze 10'000 Stutz. Für den ersten Platz gibt es 5'000 abzustauben. Also es geht ein bisschen um etwas. Und auch die beiden Teams, die wir hier im Finale haben, die haben es ziemlich drauf. Kann also eine recht spannende Angelegenheit werden. Wir sehen uns in ein paar Minuten wieder.
I'm a slave